If you've been putting off publishing a book on Amazon KDP because you feel overwhelmed about the publishing process, first of all, let me let you know you are not alone. I have been there, and that is why I created the book publishing planner. In today's video, I'm going to show you how this planner can be your guide or your blueprint when you are self-publishing on Amazon KDP. I thought I'd do something a little bit different and kind of walk you through the process that I take when I'm publishing a book myself. So stick around, because by the end of the video, you'll have everything you need to publish your first book, second book, third book, whatever book, with confidence. This is full of 121 pages of goodies, including templates, worksheets, and guidance, so that you can feel less overwhelmed while you're going through the process. So this planner is available at bookbaguniversity.com. It is available as a digital download as well as a paperback version. So what I'm going to do is start at the beginning of the book, where I talk about pre-publishing, and there is a checklist that gives you an outline of everything you need to do when getting started. For example, brainstorm book ideas, determine your target audience, hire an illustrator, brainstorm your outline, research illustrations or any interior content. So illustrations are more so if you wanted to do an activity book or a coloring book. I even include resources that you can use like Fiverr, Creative Fabrica, Canva, and ChatGPT. The first thing that you want to do when you are getting ready to create or publish a book, you want to come up with your idea. Now, most of the time when I come up with ideas for my books, it's because I saw something or I was inspired by something. I can go to the store and see something and I'm like, wow, I done seen that 5 times. Like, that must be a trend. Then once I come up with my ideas, I'll start doing market research. Now, market research is simply just confirming that other people are looking for this type of book, because something is much easier to sell when people are already searching for it, right? Then you can just add your flavor to it or add something unique that you know about this particular niche or subject. Since we are nearing fourth quarter, the book idea that I am going to be using today is a Christmas coloring book. So y'all gonna plan a Christmas coloring book with me today. That way you can not only see how the publishing planner would be useful, but how to kind of organize and just get your ideas in place so that you're not so overwhelmed. Okay, so now I'm just going to start off on page 13 by jotting down the idea that I'm going to be using. Then once I have my idea, what I'll do is go to Amazon.com and I'll use the browse menu to start searching to see if anyone else has been looking for this particular kind of book. All right, so I'm doing my search for Christmas coloring book. Now, as you notice, once I start typing everything in, you see a list of keywords coming under the search bar. So those keywords are things that actual people have been looking for. So that tells you that people are looking for Christmas coloring books for adults, Christmas coloring books for kids, for toddlers, even for seniors. So when I'm scrolling down, I'm looking for a couple of things. I'm looking for the ratings. I'm looking to see how many ratings the particular book may have. And then I'm also looking at some of the covers just to see what kind of stands out so that I'll know what type of Christmas book I may want to make. And now I'm going to do a search for Black Santa. All right, so Black Santa coloring book. As you can see, it already started populating it for me. So there have been some searches for it. Let's take a look and see. I'm just going to click on it and see what we have. All right. So we do have a couple of Black Santa coloring books. So you can take a look to see what stands out to you, maybe the colors that they're using and things like that. Also, when we were searching for Christmas coloring books and we had all of these pop-ups in our drop down, these are all things that you can start writing down, because we'll need these to add in part 3 of the publishing planner, so that we'll have our keywords already together when we get ready to upload the book to KDP. So these are all keywords that you will be able to use. So I'll go ahead and enter that book idea here, and then I'll go ahead and check, yes, this is the idea that I'm going to start with right now. So next, I'm going to just start brainstorming what I can offer my audience on this particular book. So I'm going to start looking inside of the books to see what may be included on some of the look inside features that I can see, or if they have any additional features about the book under the product description that we call A+ content. So now I'm just going to take a moment to brainstorm what I may want to include inside of my book. Whenever you're publishing any type of book, you want to know who your perfect customer is. That's not to say that anyone can't purchase your book. This is just to say this book was made with this particular person in mind. So what I always say is make it individualized, where you're thinking about an actual person. For this book though, it's going to be for kids, so the target audience would be African American children. So take some time to think about who you want your book to be for. And once you have all this outlined in your planner, it's time to plan out the actual book. So now we're going to get to the interior and the cover. In order to upload to KDP's platform, you're going to need 2 files, which is going to be your interior file and your cover file. But for me, I'm going to be using Midjourney to create my coloring book interior pages as well as the cover for the coloring book. So I'll be using the additional space inside of my planner to brainstorm what type of images I may want to have. For example, Santa holding gifts, or I may want to have Santa on a sleigh. I may want to have Santa with reindeer. So all of those things, I just start brainstorming so that when I get ready to start the creation process, I'll know what type of images I'm going to be trying to create. So like I said, for this part of it, I'll be using Midjourney to create my images. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to discord.com, and you're going to have to create a account on Discord so that you'll have a server to use on Midjourney. Once you create your account on Discord, which is free, you'll then just go to midjourney.com and go ahead and create your account here. Midjourney is a paid subscription, so it is $10 a month at the time of this video. And the $10 does allow you commercial rights to use these images so that you can resell the images in a book like we're going to be making today. And of course, Amazon recently updated their AI content policy. And if you need more information about that, I'll leave the link below. But you do want to just stay as up to date on their terms and conditions as you can, because things are always changing. So it'll start generating the images where you can actually see them being generated. And it'll give you 4 images to choose from. And then you can click on it to just make it bigger. I actually like all 4 images. So you do want to make sure that you're looking at the fingers. Sometimes it comes up with like 7, 9 fingers. So you just want to make sure you're looking at all the image details just to see if there's any flaws in it. I'm going to then save the file so I can start putting my book together in Canva. In Canva, I'm going to create a design, custom size. I'm going to do 8.5 by 11 inches. This is going to give me my interior page that I'll start uploading my designs. So for the gray that's in the picture, you can turn up the brightness and play with the contrast to remove that, because sometimes people don't like grayscale in their images, but it's a personal preference. This was just one of the brainstorming ideas that I came up with earlier to kind of put on one of the pages, just to show you, how creative you can be if you decide to customize each one of your pages. Now I'm going to head back to Midjourney to get the cover image that I created and liked. So now I'll go ahead and start designing my cover using the dimensions that I grabbed from KDP Cover Calculator. Now y'all probably need some music or something to keep your attention, don't you? But y'all already know I'm not getting ready to go find any because it's just so much work, guys. But all I'm doing is basically putting my front cover together, making it pop by using white letters for the cover. Then for the back cover, I'm just going to keep that black and simple. And once I'm done, I'll go ahead and save it as a PDF print document. And by using my publishing planner, I've been able to go through part 1 and part 2 of the process. Now, part 3, I've already done a deep dive of how to upload your book to KDP, and I'll link that below. So make sure you go check it out so you can plan your book step by step and become a published author. Now, if you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and like and comment below so that I know to keep putting out content like this. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Until next time, bye-bye.